straight line. I want you to be taking the straight line approach. I want you to have clarity. I want you to have focus, and I don't want you to waste time and mess around. Very, very focused approach to business acquisition. And we call it the complete business buying system. Now, the size of the market and the opportunity. There are 5.51 million businesses in the UK, 5.51 million, and there's one of you, okay? What are the chances of you finding one business to buy out of 5.51 million? Now, there are people in this room who bought 5 businesses. The most I've ever had is 37. That might skew your expectations. All you have to do is one deal. You don't have to do 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or 15 or 20. You do one. One is enough to change your life. If you have a business already, hands up if you have a business at the moment, right. One acquisition is enough to add 50%, 100% to your existing business. If you work a job, work a 9 to 5, you're on a salary, one is enough to get you out of that rat race into a slightly different rat race. No one gets out of the rat race completely, right? So you're out of one hamster wheel, but on a far bigger hamster wheel, but slightly happier hamster. First deal is the hardest, definitely the hardest, because the learning curve is the steepest, but it's also the most important deal. So if you get the first one wrong, you've got a dodgy foundation. You haven't got a strong foundation. You need a strong foundation with the first one to get the second one and the third one, the fourth one. This is what I mean about having a plan and then executing the plan. Because if you just go and buy anything because you want to come back to the next meeting and say, hey guys, I bought one since our last meeting, that would be absolutely brilliant, but make sure it's the right one. Not just one to do it for the sake of it. If you want to find out how to buy a business successfully, get your free business buying toolkit. The link is in the video description below. There's only one economy that you have control of, and that is your personal economy. And that's the only economy you have complete control of, your personal economy. Because make your personal economy as good as possible. Now, here's the thing. If the tax is going up on selling a business, the demand for people wanting to sell is going to go up as well, which means that the opportunity is there for you. So it's just really, do you want the opportunity? Are you going to take the opportunity? A system, I love showing people this. I think this is really cool. A system saves you stress, time, energy, and money. That is exactly what the word says. Yeah, here you go. Take a photo of it. Do you want me in the photo? No, you don't. Okay. So, system saves you stress, time, energy, and money. And it does. And during the time that you spend with me, you're going to develop a system. Now, here's the thing. I teach people systems, and then they go off and they completely ignore them. And they make up their own system. I say, what have you paid me for? why are you doing that? Why are you doing your own thing? I say, oh, well, I thought I could improve this. No. Improve, by all means, improve it when you've got the experience to improve it. And you develop your own way of doing things and your own sort of techniques. Don't try and change something if you haven't yet got the experience. And I reckon having a systemized approach to buying a business, doing this first, doing this second, knowing exactly what to do, not instructing the lawyers too early, for example, and running up time on the clock too early. Things like that will save you at least 100 hours. And it will save you sleepless nights, and it will keep you focused and on track. It is the equivalent of my wet spaghetti versus dry spaghetti analogy. Have you heard me say this? I love this. Wet spaghetti versus dry spaghetti. So wet spaghetti, imagine some wet spaghetti on your plate. Well, you try and follow with your eye, and even with your finger, from the end of one piece of spaghetti, trying to find the other end. You're going up, you're going down, you're going round, you're doubling back. You probably won't find the other end. You might give up before you even find it. You probably won't find it at all. Now, dry spaghetti, straight line. I want you to be taking the straight line approach. I want you to have clarity. I want you to have focus, and I don't want you to waste time and mess around taking the wet spaghetti route. So what we're going to be developing, starting right now, is this very, very focused approach to business acquisition. And we call it the complete business buying system.